Islam Makhachev just defeated Jack Della Maddalena in the main event of UFC 322 at the fucking... Oh, man. Dominated him by decision. 5 rounds, a half guard. What's there not to love, man? Just really riveting stuff. Islam Makhachev wins, dude. Double champ. Not simultaneously. They don't allow that anymore for some reason. But Islam Makhachev defeats Jack Della Maddalena at welterweight. 5 rounds, dominates him. Gets the takedowns, stays on top. I think these were the strike stats. 5 rounds against JDM. 26 significant strikes landed over 25 minutes. Ooh, 19 minutes of control time. 4 for 4 on takedowns, dude. His takedowns were good. At one moment in round 2, JDM stuffed a takedown, I believe, or stuffed a clinch attempt, I guess they'll call it, because it failed. And then used the overhook to throw Makhachev and then chucked himself on bottom. And that was a fun moment. So this is where we're at, man. This is great. Makhachev's 170 champ. The GOAT of the sport, you can't deny it. Like, he's definitely in the conversation right now. With this being able to call Makhachev a GOAT, maybe, and Benoit Saint-Denis win, maybe Lucas Tracy will return from his short retirement. Who knows? But Makhachev just went out there, kept getting his takedowns, and man, just held JDM down, dude. It was riveting to watch him do it. I'm so glad that so many people enjoy watching that. Really riveting stuff, dude. What can I say, dude? The UFC betting scandals has gotten out of control. Okay? If you thought the Bulgarian versus Del Val fight was crazy rigged, investigations need to be had. You're telling me that JDM stuffed all Bilal's takedowns and then just can't stuff one against Makhachev? Is that what you're telling me? That's what you're trying to get across to me. That for some reason, Dylan Dennis had a more entertaining fight and showing than JDM did against Makhachev. Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? This was Chimaev DDP Part 2. The prophecies told us of this. But the UFC betting scandal, investigations need to be had. I don't know if anyone else got that Google notification earlier saying that Makhachev defeated Della Maddalena by decision. I got a notification on my phone earlier and tweeted it out saying, has anyone else got this notification? A lot of people did. I never get Google notifications. But randomly I got one for this saying Makhachev has won. I'm not saying it's rigged, but because they'd make it more fucking fun than that if they rigged it. There's no way they'd script it to go like that, with Makhachev getting a takedown a minute into every round and spending 4 minutes in half guard on top, threatening a dash choke so that he didn't get stood up. JDM spends his time fighting off like a headlock attempt on the ground from Makhachev. Couldn't get back up because Makhachev's on top. Separate Edwards' protest against the cage. But just not this one, guys. Just let Makhachev and Shevchenko sit there in half guard. It was riveting stuff, guys. It really was riveting stuff. I mean, we're talking a significant strike per minute here, guys. That's what we're talking. We're talking a significant strike per minute. No real locked in or close submission attempts. Who doesn't want to watch this? This is great for television. This is great. This is, not only do you get to watch some of your favorite fighters get losses on their record, but you got to watch it for 25 minutes while they're laying there on bottom looking frustrated. It might be worse. I would have rather JDM got flatline KO'd. But don't forget, Joe Rogan definitely made sure to mention this. Couple calf kicks from Makhachev. Crafty calf kicks from Makhachev, to be fair. Landed about, I think that was 7 of his significant strikes were calf kicks. He had 19 minutes out of a 25-minute fight on top position. And we're getting 26. It's good, man. It's good stuff. We got the comments here on this post of his big win. Kind of tell the story of the fight. that was going on. But there you go. That's the fight, man. These guys, it's their culture, dude. It's just their culture. Like, it's just how it is, man. You just have to accept it. Like, this is it. Like, this is a riveting viewing. Really entertaining to watch. It's impressive that they're able to hold people down. I do get it. Like, it's very impressive. I think this happens a lot more when they move up a division. Because Poirier's getting up. You know what I mean? Poirier and fucking Thiago Moises. You know what I mean? I know these guys are grapplers, but still, it does put it into fucking perspective. Volk's a featherweight underneath this guy, scrambling his way back up to his feet with reversals and shit. I guess it is just a technical thing. And it's not about, like, bulldozing your way back up. JDM would, like, get back up with, like, 15 seconds left in the round. I feel like he did that 3 times out of the 5 rounds. Like, he'd be up on his knees against the cage, working up at the end of the round. And that was that, man. This is just riveting to watch. You love to see it. They started at 2. You know, you kind of need to see it coming. I know I picked Makhachev to win his fights, but I didn't think he'd win this one. You kind of just need to see it coming these days, man. These guys have been doing it since 2 years old in MMA training, basically, with Sambo. And inbreeding gives you stronger grip strength, guys. Listen, I got held hostage by a kid with Down syndrome when I was 9 years old in Cornwall. And before I said Cornwall, if you're from the UK, you know that's where this went down. And it's different grip. It is different. It's special grip that they have. Different grip strength, man. I got held in wrist control by a kid who took a liking to me while we were playing team pool. Like snooker type pool. Not in the pool, by the way. That would have been way more fucking terrifying. And he put me in wrist control once. And I kind of knew what a Dagestani was from then on out. Insane. It's tough to see, man. But you know, the Caucasian fight, the ultimate matchup, the better Caucasian won. You know? That's what it really comes down to, dude. Who was going to be the better Caucasian here? Was it going to be the white guy from Russia or the white guy from Australia? That one's for you, Abdul. And all of these guys threatening my life in my DMs right now over this and threatening young female members of my family's life. But that's... Guys, it's just a cultural thing. Like, this is how it is, man. It's an impressive victory from him. It was an impressive victory, man. It's riveting to watch. I loved watching it. After Shevchenko versus Zhang, this is all I needed to happen. Okay? Riveting stuff. What a way to just fucking get the juices flowing after that snoozer of Shevchenko versus Zhang. Which I noticed Makhachev fans shitting on Shevchenko for. But somehow they don't keep that same energy for Makhachev. But it's just cultural difference. And, fucking hell, man. Oh, man. It's tough. You got to understand, I've been watching JDM from the regional scene. He's my boy, JDM, dude. That's my JDM right there. I know he's young. I think I'm the same age as him. He's 27 in the game. He's got time. This isn't going to be his only run. I think he's 28, 29 maybe. He might be older than me. But listen, guys, we'll be back. You know? We're not going to get chinned by Pratis next. No way. He's not like Pratis has nukes in his hands. He does. Edwards is dead. I still don't know. Honestly, while Makhachev was laying on JDM in round 4 for like the 4th minute of the round, laying there in half guard, I think Edwards might have like noticed something and came to for a second. But then saw the fight going on and went right back to sleep again on the ground. Like, that's honestly what JDM was tripping over Leon Edwards, dude. And that's really what it comes down to, man. That's really what it comes down to. Silly Leon Edwards getting in the way. JDM tripping over him when he got the double leg shot on him. You know what I mean? It's just silly stuff. I think at one point in round 5, JDM stacked over Adolfo Vieira's corpse in the corner of the cage because it was just one of those fights, man. This is fucking horrible. This is horrible, though. It's a great victory, man. I appreciate how difficult it is to do that to someone who's been training for years. To not let that happen. But can we beat him up a bit, you know? Just... And Makhachev's had finishes, man. And this is the tricky part because it's like Chimaev had it as well. But we've now realized, like, against a certain level of size and threat, we're just going for takedowns. And it was a sad showing from JDM, you know. I expected better of his takedown defense. I thought he'd stuff a few more. I think Makhachev went 4 for 4 on double legs. There was a stuffed takedown, but it was like, I guess if he stuffs it so early, it's almost seen as a bit of a feint of a takedown, which I guess is true. But anytime he got in deep on a takedown, he got it, and he just kept him there. 3.5 minutes. And who's not a fan of that? Yes, Prates flatline KO'd Edwards and sent the world into a fucking aftershock. Morales doing Brady, Bo Nickal's head kick, and Benoit Saint-Denis over Dariush. But listen, this is the real riveting stuff that you need to pay attention to. This is the fun that we need to root for. This is the real stuff. This is the riveting part of the game. And if Ankalaev could do that to Pereira, he would. And that is terrifying. Because if Pereira didn't KO Ankalaev in their rematch, there'd be 3 of them in there. You know what I mean? And Merab's headlining the next pay-per-view. So in the last headliners of pay-per-views, we've had this. Merab's up next. Will probably be fun in comparison. Because remember, Merab Umar is one of the funnest fights of the year. That's where we're at. No knockdowns. But boy, was it crazy. Funnest title fights. And then Aspinall Garn ends in a fucking eye poke. And then before that, was it DDP Chimaev? I feel like that was long before. But man, I am in a stinking mood, guys. This really hurts. But you know what? You know what? He is good, man. He's good at grappling, in it. Like, it was good control. Wrist control. It's wrist control. Look, it's what the ref has on him. I'm surprised Makhachev ain't hooking his fingers in the gloves. It's wrist control, man. That's what it is. It's wrist control. JDM had a moment in the clinch in round 3 where Makhachev needed him in the body. He ripped a couple punches upstairs. But this is the look that... Just inbreeding, man. It's just fucking inbred. God. It's good, though. This is what's good. I love this. This is... When I tune into an MMA card, this is what I'm trying to see. It's images like this that show us just who the true alpha is, guys. I felt bad for JDM, man. He looked like... it's worse. It's genuinely worse than being chinned. It's worse than being chinned. Because... Yes, you get flatlined, you got caught. Or you get beaten up and it's like, you know what? It's hard luck. JDM had this look on his face. Same as DDP. And DDP was up there a little bit more. He was holding his ground a little more on his, like, esteem. But this is the self-esteem destroyer. It's like, holy fuck, this guy's grip is insane. It's almost as if... he barely dodged downs as like a fucking 50-50 chance at birth. That's kind of how it feels. And then you get fucking held down. And it's tough, man. You get held down. And that's the sport, man. That's the sport we're in. And you should enjoy it and root for it. And give it hundreds of thousands of likes from accounts that will disappear come the next fight card. You'll never see them again in comment sections. But they'll be back. They'll be back for Makhachev. And JDM will be back. It's not like there's killers waiting for him in the striking department. He'll be back. Just how good is Volkanovski, though, dude? I'm telling you, this is what I really think about with these types of matchups. How was Volk fucking muscling this guy off of him? Shucking off takedowns, making Makhachev cheat all the way through the fight to get him down. Shucking him off, shoulder position against the cage, trying to throw him over, scrambling, reversing, getting the overhook, getting his hips out. I mean, how the fuck was... God literally saw Volk be born and thought, we can't let him grow in height past 12 years old. We cannot allow this. And you know what? Even one further, we can't allow him to have a son in case he becomes 6 foot tall. Because, dude, a 6 foot tall Volkanovski clears any fighter on the roster, I swear. Jones quaking in his boots at a 6'4 Volkanovski. Aspinall Gun at the same time. Volkanovski's out there, dude. It would be a problem. But I'm glad that Ali and Abdu and all of these guys feel represented by this white Russian guy doing very well in the sport for them. And you know what? The better Caucasian guy won. And it's tough, dude. I just wanted JDM to win. It's tough, but that's the sport. Round by round, round one, outside low kicks from Makhachev. JDM popped a jab. He landed a good 2 at one point. Whoa, you know? Crazy. Crazy moment. Jabs to the body. He landed a couple of those. But then Makhachev would get a takedown. 3 minutes to go. JDM survives the takedown. Makhachev threatens he's just muscling him into like an uncomfortable position. So JDM's face is doing this on the ground. Non-stop. Like an old man about to die on his fucking rocking chair. That's genuinely the face. That's an old man's last face on this earth. In his nursing home. Like that. On the ground. That's when he sees the pearly gates. And goes straight through them. You know? That's his gladiator moment. As he's going through the wheat fields. Sitting there in his nursing home chair. That's how Makhachev's making JDM's face look on the ground. But you know... This is it, man. Like, this was great. I loved watching this. This was an amazing, riveting fight. I loved it when Makhachev postured up and started smashing him on the ground. And I loved it when Makhachev, like, postured and smashed elbows down rather than just laying there tucked up and doing mini ones to the guard and punching JDM in the side of the head behind the ear. I loved all of it. Dude, this is the future of the sport, man. Like, this is good. I don't know why you guys are acting like this ain't good. So I sense a bit of sarcasm in your guys' reaction to this. This is good. Oh, man, what did I say on the live? Get arrested. This is how good it is. I was so ecstatic about what Makhachev did, I just could get arrested in the UK over how good he looked. Man, it was good. New world champ, double champ. Great resume on him, to be fair. Habib and him, dude. Thank God for Habib doing this. Look at that smug look on his face, dude. He married his cousin. But it's alright. It's just... This is who you root for, man. Not JDM. Glad that everyone's so happy about this. It's just dull to watch, man. I hate it when it happens. Because... I'm going to say this very real, yeah. Edwards got separated in the clinch against Prates. And we are seeing fighters get stood up a lot. But when it's like a 115-pound woman or a Dagestani, shit just don't get stood up. Okay? I'm noticing. I'm just keeping it real. I know they're big, high-profile fights, and maybe that's the difference. We get a little Volkov stand-up here. You know, a little Volkov chance, as we like to call it in the industry, in the biz, is what we like to call it. So, but this is riveting. I don't know what's next for Makhachev. Probably his cousin. For some training. Get your minds out the gutter. Just for some training. Get your mind, you dirty-minded bastards, dude. I didn't mean that. Tis the game we play, dude. This is the game of violence that just fucking... Sometimes it can leave you in this state of disbelief. He out-grappled him, man. I'm surprised that JDM looked as shit as he did, to be fair. On a real level, I'm surprised he looked as shit as he did. In hindsight, would Poirier, like, toy with Bilal Muhammad? Just how shit is Leon Edwards that beat Usman twice? Like, it's this sport never ceases to amaze me with just the most logical outcomes that just make the most sense. You know? Where Dan Hooker's just shucking off Burns and sleeping him. And then Chimaev's ragdolling DDP after Burns is giving him everything that he can handle in their fight and arguably winning against him. It's just one of those sports that just never ceases to continue to amaze me. And that's that, man. This was tough. JDM survived it. And I think that's the argument now, is that if he didn't survive it, then Makhachev would have looked entertaining. That's always good to hear. Normally when you hear someone survived something, you think, but they'll be scarred for life. JDM will be scarred for life. He'll be under his blanket later and go, get it off of me. You know what I mean? He'll be like covering himself in his blanket at night and seeing Makhachev's face in the blanket. Fucking hell, get it off me, honey. It's going to be insane. It's going to be a tough time. But we're going to get through this. And send in Paddy Pimblett, dude. It's the only way. It's not the only way. Ilya, I don't think he wins at 170, man. Makhachev's a big dude. Not when he stood up. Not in his frame. But in his back. It's his back, right? It's like his back in these positions. When he's got half guard and he's on top and he's got shoulder pressure. And he's just holding. That's lovely to see. And he's just got his hands together and he's pressuring like with his shoulders into JDM's face. And JDM's going like that on the ground. It's riveting. And you can see it in his back. At 155, I think Ilya would stand a solid shot. As many have stood a solid chance of beating him at 155. At once, I mean, maybe Morales or a Prates or someone with like more nuke power on the feet than JDM has. Does Dana want this? What are we doing, Dana? Get based. What are we saying, Dana? What are we saying, Dana, dude? How are you making Shevchenko look fun? Yuck. Even Shevchenko's belt flew off of her at the end of that fight. But Makhachev looked good, and I'm glad he won, dude. It's good. Good for him. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I just want to mention, you know, like, Hazema is really rooted. He's just built different with Makhachev and, you know, or these guys are just built different. Mahan, Shivam Sahani, you know, these guys are just fucking, we are built different, you know? It's tough. It is what it is, dude. There you go. Good stuff. Fight's over. Looking forward to Marab against Yan. Wonder how that one's going to go. So, yeah. See ya. Goodbye. I was wrong. I said JDM would win. He had a better third round than any other round. I did say third. Third round was the round. That was the round I said it would be. But this is just, you know. Who doesn't love a significant strike per minute? It was riveting to watch, man. It just was great. See ya. Bye-bye.